talking to Jeff and Heather, who were married young, and they were married under a lot of pressure. The pressure was guilt. The pressure was a sense that we're going to be judged and in violation of values and principles, so we got to go get married right now. And that precluded any of the necessary work, the premarital work that y'all have heard me talk about, where you've got to negotiate how you're going to handle money, living arrangements, in-laws, sex, religion, division of labor within the home, children, careers, geography, all the things that have to do with merging two lives together. Sometimes you make the right decision. Sometimes you just have to make the decision right. Was it the right decision to run down out of guilt and get married after 10 days? I don't think so. I would bet your children, if they had the vocabulary and the awareness, they would say, I don't think so. We would have rather you guys did a little spade work before we came along, but you didn't. And I said, how do you feel about the fact that she says if she could hit rewind and rerun this movie, you wouldn't be in it? You don't like that because you like her.
Absolutely.
And you want your family. But you know what? There comes a time where you just got to step up and say, this family needs a hero. This family needs somebody that is going to start making a change. And that somebody can be you. You said, well, they need to provide, they need to protect. I didn't hear anywhere on that list playing video games all the time, sitting around on the couch, not helping, being sarcastic and demeaning and condescending to your 5-year-old. All of those things that you acknowledge that you do. And you know why you do them? Because you don't like you very well.
I don't.
You look at what you do and you say, I am a failure. I have failed her. She's right. I'm a dog biscuit. I'm nothing. I'm over here. I failed. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. My family has been homeless for 3 years because I'm too lazy to get off my butt and finish the project. I said you'll be out of the home for 1 month. 3 years ago. It's still not done. You go weeks at a time and don't work on it, right? Yeah. And then you go over on a weekend and kind of tinker around a little bit. In the meantime, you're living with your parents. You people, this relationship's never had a chance to breathe. You've never had a chance to define yourselves as a couple and as a family. I've written a book called Family First, and it has a formula in there for having an absolutely phenomenal family, and it talks about everybody's role in it. And I'm going to give you some other things to do, relationship-wise, but it starts with you. You have to decide, you know what? I can't fix the rest of my life today. What I can do is fix what I do today. I can get my hands around this home project. We need to get rid of it, get rid of it. Get somewhere that you and your family, I don't care if it's a trailer, an apartment, somewhere this family has to have a chance to be together. You've got to be willing. You've got to be willing. You said, I will do anything to get this done. You've got to be willing to work together. You got to be willing to say, hey, you know what? We probably made a bad decision. Sometimes you make the right decision. Sometimes you got to make the decision right. This is one of those we got to make right. We got to make right. We got to take a step back from this, and we've got to stop complaining and start asking for what we want. Start asking for what we need. And I will get you some professional help to do this with. And I will arrange that for you, and I'll have somebody that will work with you in your town to do this. And you got to show up, and you got to do the job. Because if you set it up and you make the appointments and you're too lazy to go, I'll cut it off like that. If I give you the things that you need to do to be the man that you truly know you can be but are not, will you do it?
Yeah.
It starts with doing what you say you're going to do. And you have got to do the same thing from your side. You can't live in denial. You can't put on your naive view of the world. You got to be honest about what you want. You're entitled to your feelings. And I'm going to give you step by step to do that. Will you do that?
Yes, thank you.
I'm going to introduce next a woman who had cold feet while she was walking down the aisle. Okay, the groom was old enough to be her dad. She said, I'm worrying about this before we even got up